Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I thought I would do something a little different. I basically wanted to start like this new series which I feel like so many girls will resonate with, and I feel like these days is just not talked about enough. The fact that the focus is always on the outside. I feel like especially to the younger girls, we need to talk about the inner glow up and not just the outer glow up. As much as I love taking care of myself on the outside, we just forget that we're literally raising an entire generation. You know, you can end up looking like so good, and you can end up looking, you know, the hottest version of yourself and like the most baddest ever, right? But you're spiraling on the inside, feeling so lost, and you're feeling so empty inside, and sometimes you don't know like which direction you're going, especially in your 20s. I turned 28 this year. I feel pretty lost in life. It's not important if my hair or if my makeup or my outfits were slaying, but on the inside I feel, you know, lost in life, and I feel disconnected from myself. I've been feeling disconnected for like the longest time ever. Lately I've been working on that, but I feel like nobody told us this stuff in our like childhood, or nobody told us this stuff in our teenage years. Like, I really wish that some of the things that I wanted to share like in this series and stuff like that, I really wish somebody had told me this stuff in like my teenage years. And I feel like this is such a problem like for upcoming generations of girls, that they don't feel confident like from within. They're always told that confidence comes from, you know, how you look. Like if you look good, you're gonna feel good, right? But I feel like confidence, it's not always externally. Not a lot of people talk about how to fix it on the inside. We don't talk about overcoming the trauma that we might have, you know, been dealing with when we were little, because for instance people didn't know how to love us properly, or you know, we felt neglected, or we got bullied. Whatever the case may be, like these things have to be fixed on the inside first in order for you to feel good on the outside, you know, and be confident and actually have like a guide to bettering yourself internally and like glow up on the inside as much as you do on the outside, you know? And you know what's so ironic is that all my life, or let's say the past 10 years of my life, okay, in my 20s or whatnot, people would always see me and say like, you look so confident, you look like, you know, you have everything on lock, you know where you're going, you know what you're doing with your life. And I like was nowhere near that. Or maybe I thought that I wanted something, and then you do that thing, and then you think that is gonna get you like, you know, to the place that you really wanted to be in life, and then suddenly you're emotionally spiraling. Like, it's not like I was depressed, but I was just so disconnected from myself and so lost and exhausted. Especially when I started also working in corporate after I graduated, I reached a point of burnout because I was just so disconnected from myself, and I feel like I was just so stuck in a cycle. The more I prove myself, the more that I got exhausted, the more that I feel burnt out, and then it just keeps repeating like a, you know, endless cycle. And you know what the problem is as well? That I feel like this generation in specific, we have been raised to survive. Like, we've not been raised to feel, we've just been raised to survive in a sense. You have to look successful, you have to chase titles, you have to chase positions, you have to chase promotions, you have to chase the perfect relationship, you have to, you know, be married like under 30. You cannot look like you're struggling, even if that meant disconnecting from ourselves, just to belong in rooms that never really saw the real us. And so now we're basically just adults with unhealed inner children. We fear that, you know, if we rest, we're gonna feel like we're behind, and we're not on hustle and grind mode trying to reach all of those big things that are expected from us, but we never really make sure that we're feeling okay first to do it. And it gets to a point where you're just exhausted trying to, you know, keep up with all these like expectations of society. Fear that if we rest, or if we, you know, take some time off, or if we just be without having to constantly hustle and grind, we feel that we are, you know, not gonna be worthy of people's attention, or worthy of people's love, or people's friendships. Or I really wanted to create a space, like a safe space that you can feel heard and you can feel seen, because a lot of us, when we were younger, we never really got that. Just have to start letting go of that version of us that we needed to hold on to just in order to survive. The overthinking, the self-sabotage, the playing it small so that we don't, you know, hurt nobody's feelings, that we dim our lights just because people don't want to see us shining, the people pleasing, all those things, the performing. Right now, we're gonna become the version of ourselves that we really deserve to see growing up. You know, this generation really needs to heal before becoming. All the girls that are unlearning all of the things that we have been taught about who a woman should and shouldn't be. It's about unlearning, it's about becoming, and it's about healing. You're not crazy, you're not broken, you're not the odd one out, you're not behind, you're just meeting that part of yourself that always needed to be validated by you and needed to be loved by you. Because if we keep searching for that love everywhere else, whether it be in the people that didn't give it to us, or whether it be in, you know, relationships or friendships, or we will always continue to feel lost, and we will always continue to just, you know, crave it from all of the wrong people and in all of the wrong places.